What is up, bros? Welcome to the All Bros Podcast. I'm Caleb.
And I'm Jonathan.
And we are a couple of aspiring filmmakers that love to watch and critique movies, but also enjoy a lot of bit of the nerd life. This week on the podcast, we only have technically two figures to talk about in Funko Focus from the new Loki series. In 4K Spotlight, we have a classic coming to just Blu-ray, right?
Well, 4K.
4K, okay, yeah. And then in Through the Wall, we got a couple killer trailers this week. We got a few, so it was kind of hard to narrow it down.
So hard. Well, I mean, not for me, but, you know.
And not really for me, because I'm... I don't know why I said it was difficult.
If it weren't for the one that got dropped last night, it probably would have been hard for me. But, yeah.
Yeah, so... Yeah, we got a couple new trailers to talk about, and then we will be getting into this week's headliner, where we will be breaking down Spiral from A Book of Saw.
I always forget to call it that.
Honestly, it's just Spiral. I'm not putting A Book of Saw in the the description. That'd be stupid.
But hey, you gotta clarify that it's a spin-off. It's not a part of the original series.
Yeah.
Or original timeline. Well, yeah.
I think whichever way you do it.
Yeah.
Anyway, without further ado, let's get into it.
Let's do it.
Every day, we're surrounded by media. Books, movies, art, music, games, apps, podcasts, etc., etc. With this constant bombardment, it's easy to miss great media gems in the chaos. But fret not, you've come to the right place, my friend. I'm Jason, and I love media. I invite you to check out the Mixed Media Forest podcast, the podcast where I trudge through the forests of media to find hidden gems for you, the listener. Every episode of Mixed Media Forest is chock full of fun, reviews, nostalgia, positivity, news, rants, stories, and recommendations about all things media. Again, that's the Mixed Media Forest podcast, created on Anchor Podcasting app and available everywhere fine podcasts can be found. Give it a listen. It's what all the cool kids are doing.
All right, first up in Funko Focus, we got a couple new figures coming out from the Loki line. Both of them are Lady Loki. And these are so freaking cool.
These are very cool. And you know what? I gotta give Funko props for not making, because the variant is a Walmart exclusive. I gotta give them props for not making it a chase. Like, good on you, Funko.
Yeah, really good. So they have two figures. Both of them are the exact same, but they have a Walmart. Wait, is it Walmart exclusive?
Yep, yeah, it's Walmart.
Yeah, so they have a Walmart exclusive where her eyes are green. Oh, her eyes and the blade are green.
Yep.
That she's holding. Super bitchin' figure. Did they just put the variant for the name? Did they just put the variant? Because I know you haven't seen episode 3 yet.
Yeah, well, they just spoiled it for me then. Yeah, because they put her name.
Okay. So yeah, they put Sylvie. All right, I don't think that's too much of a spoiler. Like, just her name.
I don't know, man. I feel the whole episode is now spoiled for me. Bastards.
So, yeah, they did have this whole thing. It was kind of not really a leak, but someone figured that out. Or if you watched the international credits, they had Sylvie as the name of that character in the
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Hmm.
But they had the variant in every other
Someone at
title.
Marvel's getting fired.
Yeah, or someone from like internationally. I think it was the German.
Okay, well, whoever does the German credits is getting fired.
Yeah, but in episode 3, it was basically just confirmed that she goes by Sylvie. So not much of a spoiler, just like a little one. And it just kind of also confirms everyone's suspicions that maybe she's Enchantress, or the she's like, because she is a variant of Loki.
Yeah.
But because of like the name Sylvie and some of her powers and how they're a lot different from Loki's, yeah, I think everyone's just assuming that she's going to be the Enchantress. So
is she gonna like use her body to do her magic stuff like Cara Delevingne does in in Suicide Squad?
Pray not. That'd be so freaking stupid.
Oh shit.
Ugh. But yeah, so yeah, just minor spoiler for you, but everything else, I think everything else is hidden enough that you shouldn't get anything spoiled for you.
Okay, good. Okay.
But yes, freaking badass figure. I love it. I know that there's going to be a couple more figures coming out for her. I'm assuming. If they don't, that's just absurd.
It's a missed opportunity.
Yeah, well, I don't even know what they're going to do with her. And so I'm just speculating that they're going to have a couple more figures. And so...
That's fair.
Yeah, as long as that... as long as they do release a couple more, I think I'm going to wait. But I do want a Lady Loki figure.
So, I mean, I guess it's a good thing that you don't really want the Walmart one, because it's already out of stock.
Are you shitting me?
Yeah.
Like, you guys... That page doesn't even give me, like, an opportunity to even, like, decide whether or not I want something. It's just like, I don't know if I want it. And then I click on it, and it's just like, well, made this the decision for me.
Oh, wait, it's actually... Oh, dude, I mean, I'm not, gonna get it. But I clicked on it at the perfect moment, because right now, it's available for pre-order and it's saying there's only 2 left.
Well, that doesn't give me a whole lot of time. I'm recording a podcast now, assholes.
Yeah. Sorry, bro.
Yeah.
Did you really want it that bad?
No, I think
Okay.
I think a better figure's coming down the line.
Okay.
I hope. Hopefully this ends up being one of those Walmart exclusives that's really hard to not find.
I feel for the most part, Walmart exclusive Marvel figures they're pretty easy to come by.
Yeah. So I have high hopes, just in case this is the best one. But I'm holding out. I think I feel it in my bones that there's a better one.
You feel it in your belly?
I feel it in my jellies.
Okay, I wasn't going for that quote, but okay.
You know what that's from?
I actually don't. I was quoting the Santa Claus and Rise of the Guardians.
Oh, I was quoting Pikachu and Detective Pikachu.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah, he's just like, I can feel it in my jellies.
I haven't seen that movie in so long. I gotta watch that again.
It's a good movie.
It is.
We recommend it. I think.
I think we gave it a decent score.
Yeah, I think we gave it a decent score. Anyway, moving on to 4K Spotlight. We have Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory coming out.
We do, and I'm not going to smack, but there was a missed opportunity for not doing a 4K Steelbook, considering how beloved this film is. And Caleb came up with an amazing idea for a steelbook. Caleb, let us know your amazing idea.
Well, you put me on the spot, man.
No, you laugh at yourself, but this is actually a great idea for a steelbook.
Okay, so my idea was have the cover, like the front and the back, look like a Wonka bar. Like, I know it'd be like slightly compressed and stretched out, but whatever. Make it look like a Wonka bar. And then when you open it, have it look like a golden ticket.
It's so simple, but it's perfect.
Yeah, especially for this movie. I mean, come on.
Yeah. I told them, they could always do it for Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, but then he made it very clear, don't waste it on that adaptation.
Okay, chill. You put a lot more attitude into that than I did.
I did, but I really wanted to, so
I don't hate Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. I don't love it, but I don't hate it.
Oh, okay.
But if you're going to do that idea for the design of a steelbook, you have to do it for the better one.
Okay,
that's
so
what I was trying to get at. I wasn't trying to be a sassy little bitch about it.
Okay, so if that's the only set one for Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, any ideas for one for Charlie and the Chocolate Factory?
That's another tough one. I think that one you could get away with making it look like the elevator.
Okay.
So maybe like the front have like obviously like Willy Wonka, Charlie, and Uncle George, and then on the back just like the back sides,
Grandpa Joe.
Whatever. And then on the back,
wow,
like the same image, just reversed. So it's like the back of them, and then you can see all the buttons.
Okay, it's not a bad idea.
And then the inside, I have no idea. Maybe just the factory.
Or how about the puppets? The puppets melting.
Oh yeah, they did do that, huh?
Yeah.
No. What about the image of the Oompa Loompas all standing on the stands?
Okay, yeah, that's way better. There we go.
Gosh, I need to find out who designs those and try to take their job. Dude, I'd be so good at it.
You would, especially for the person that designed the Space Jam 4K Steelbook. Yeah, you need to take their place right now.
What did they do? Wait, the original Space Jam?
Yeah. Literally, so the front and back are a basketball court, and then in the middle of the front is just a circle with Bugs Bunny and Michael Jordan, and then on the back I think is a circle with the bad guys coming out of it.
Dumb.
It is so lazy and it looks like garbage. I'm actually gonna say that better. Gabbage.
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 Dude, that sucks. Like, I hate when they freaking waste a steelbook.
Yeah, so we all know that one is going to be a shelf warmer.
Yep.
Although, let's face it, most Best Buys hardly carry any physical media now, so it's probably just going to be a website warmer.
Probably.
That sounds better anyway.
Yeah. All right. Anything else in 4K that you want to talk about?
No, I got nothing.
All right. Let's move on to our Through the Wall, where we're going to talk about a couple new trailers. So let's start off. I feel like we both have a decent amount to say about Halloween Kills.
It's true.
But Shang-Chi just released another trailer. And bro, how freaking epic. They changed so much. So the 10 rings on the original like comic book Mandarin, they used to be like legit just rings, and then they would like glow, and then shit could like you can make shit happen.
Yeah.
And I think that they were so freaking smart going an alternate route with the rings. And the rings are now like bracelets.
Yeah. They're freaking like Sonic-sized rings.
Yeah, and they do some crazy magic shit.
Dude, freaking that shot when literally the guy's arm in slow motion just grasps all of the rings onto one arm. I got Australian there for a minute. I gotta say, I got freaking goosebumps because that looks so bitchin'.
Dude, it looked freaking amazing. And we didn't get too much new stuff, but we did get to see the dragon.
That's true. I thought that's what you were, because Caleb watched this trailer before me, and so he sent me a message saying, hey, you know, like, after you watch it, let me know at the end, is that what I think it is? And for a second, I thought it was the dragon, because I'm just like, if that's the case, I don't even know what the hell I'm supposed to be thinking that is.
Yeah, but no. I was talking about the end
Yeah.
of this trailer, which, I mean, whatever, I'll freaking skip to it. I don't give a shit.
Sorry.
Is like a boxing ring, or not even a boxing ring. It's just like a cage match, and Abomination's freaking fighting in it.
Yeah, so people are saying that the one he's fighting is Wong.
That's what I've been seeing too. I mean, it looks kind of like Wong,
Yeah.
but not too much.
Yeah, it's kind of a hard thing to tell.
Yeah. But, brah, Abomination? Are you shitting me?
I know.
Whoa!
I can't believe they're gonna bring him back. That is insane.
Dude, I didn't think we'd see him until freaking She-Hulk.
Oh yeah, I forgot that he's confirmed for that.
Yeah.
Dude, I thought we weren't gonna see him again.
Yeah, we're gonna freaking see him before we see She-Hulk. Oh my gosh! I am so freaking pumped, dude. When I saw that, when I first watched it, I first watched it on my phone, and then I was just like, after that scene, I'm just like, I'm gonna go watch it on my big TV. And so I went and watched it on the big TV and paused it, and I'm like, that's freaking Abomination! I was like losing my mind. I didn't even like notice until after, I think I saw it earlier today where someone's just like, is that Wong? And I'm like, oh, I guess he was fighting someone. For some reason I think in my brain I just assumed it was Shang-Chi.
No, that's fair.
Yeah,
I get that.
This movie just got infinitely better.
Give me
I already had high hopes.
I'm already on board.
Yeah, I already had high hopes. But my expectations for this movie just skyrocketed. This is how what did I say last time? 1 out of 10 for Shang-Chi. Didn't I say 8?
Yeah, I think you were at an 8.
Yeah, this is how you freaking skyrocket me to a 10.
Oh shit.
I am so freaking excited. I mean, we got so much in this trailer.
Oh, we did. But what I love is they still did not give away a lot of the plot, which I love.
Yeah, that's going to be awesome. Just learning more and more about the story. I think we're going to get maybe a heavy story trailer down the line.
Yeah, I mean, I hope so. I mean, I don't know, considering it's coming out in September, so we're only a couple months away.
Oh, true. Yeah, I think I'm going to put money down. I think we're getting another a story trailer down the line.
That's fair.
All I'm hoping is that we do not see any more of that Abomination stuff.
Yeah, I hope not either. And let's hope that's not. Let's hope that's not half of the screen time right there that he's in it.
I hope not. That would just be a waste.
That would be some bullshit.
But, bruh, I'm so excited. This looks like it's turning out to be incredible. Like, we're going to get to see a freaking magic dragon. We're going to see... We're going to see Shang-Chi take the 10 rings. And one thing that I said, Shang-Chi, the one thing that was always missing from his costume, at least in the promotional images, were his bracers. And so I'm now fully putting the money on those becoming his bracers by the end of the movie.
I would definitely say that's a good thing to put money on.
Yeah, this movie is going to be the shit. I'm so freaking excited.
I feel I'm not as excited as you are. I mean, I'm still excited for it. I'm definitely, of course, going to go check it out opening weekend. It's freaking Marvel. But like, as much as I really thought this was a really good trailer, like, my excitement level is still probably at a 7. And I'm sorry to say that because it's Marvel. But I feel like when it comes to, like, new Marvel properties, it's not the trailer that sells me, it's the movie that's going to sell me. And so once the movie actually finally arrives, I'm sure I'm going to walk out of that screening being like, it was beautiful.
Honestly, like, I understand. I don't agree with you, but I understand.
Well, thank you for understanding. It's like, I get you. You're wrong, but I get you.
Yeah. Honestly, I think without Guardians of the Galaxy, I don't know if I would have been this excited about Shang-Chi, but it's just Marvel does new characters so well.
It's true, they do. They really do.
Like, I'm on cloud 9 thinking that we're going to get all these new characters. Like, I'm so excited to get introduced to Shang-Chi. I'm excited to be introduced to the Eternals. So, all the movies, like, all the other movies, I'm excited for. But
yeah.
I'm not as excited for them as I am these two, because it's characters I know already.
Yeah, I mean, I'm out of the two, I'm definitely more excited for the Eternals, even though we've only gotten one trailer for that movie. But I'm interested to see how much I feel Shang-Chi is going to surprise me.
Yeah, I'm just hoping that Marvel got away from the choppy fighting.
You and me both, bro.
If they can get away from that, give us a crazy good kung fu action movie. That's it. That's just a perfect Marvel movie right there.
Agreed.
Anyway, that's all I got to say about Shang-Chi. You got anything else?
No, just I'm looking forward to it. I am.
All right. Next up, Halloween Kills. So you want to tell the story of how this got released? Because this is freaking hilarious.
I would love to. So yes, okay. So today's the 25th. On the 24th, I can't remember. It was either, I believe, an AMC employee or an AMC manager. But basically, the story is, with Fast and Furious 9, with the showings, they were going to be showing either, I can't remember if it was the full trailer or just a teaser for the full trailer of Halloween Kills. And it was only supposed to be in theaters, just for if you went and saw Fast and Furious 9. But whoever was working at AMC decided, F that, let's film it and release it online. And so they did. Freaking blew up everywhere. Literally, because I've joined like 2 Halloween fan pages on Facebook, and that's literally all that you could see. And people are just like, stop posting this shit, it's gonna get taken down, you're gonna get deleted from the group, yada yada yada. So so this is happening like all day, and finally towards the evening, So I saw someone on Twitter ask Jason Blum, so now that some asshole has leaked the trailer, when are you and Universal going to actually release it? And he's just like 6:30 Pacific time, and lo and behold, last night they kind of had to. They released the trailer for Halloween Kills. They had to get ahead of this before it got more out of hand. They really had no other option. So I feel bad for Universal, but I mean, I'm glad that we got the trailer now instead of having to wait a week.
Yeah. Honestly, I told you this. What were they expecting? There's no way that they could show something like that. This would have happened with a freaking teaser too.
That's true. That's very true.
Whatever the hell that they would have done, it would have gotten released. And you have to release it the second. Like you can, I think you have a 4 to 5 hour window of being able to show something to the public in person.
Yeah.
Before you have to post online.
No, that's fair. Cause yeah, honestly, yesterday, like, it seemed between, like, 8 and noon, people were saying, leaked images from the trailer, yada, yada, yada. It was, like, 5 images. It was, like, picture of Lori, Karen, yada, yada, yada. And then from, like, 1 o'clock on, people were like, oh, my gosh, the trailer leaked. The trailer leaked. Oh, my gosh, I can't believe it's actually here. Yada, yada, yada. And then, yeah, Universal's just like, son of a bitch!
Yeah. But can we talk about this trailer? Holy shit.
I don't think I should have been jumping that much for joy at someone murdering people. Let's just say when Michael Myers stabs a light bulb through a lady's neck, I got a little too giddy.
Bro, it wasn't even that. It was the freaking tube lights.
Oh, yeah, it was a tube light.
He freaking cracked one of those in half and then freaking jabbed her. I'm like, oh, shit.
Dude, the best part is also, like, after he does that, like, it cuts to a scene of where, like, her husband is just laying on is just sprawled on the kitchen table dead. I'm assuming he was already dead. And then you see Michael standing there, and then I guess he's just like, well, I gotta make sure that he's dead, and just freaking stabs him one last time.
I know. I mean, say what you will about Michael Myers. He is thorough.
Very thorough.
Dude, this was freaking brutal.
Dude, yeah, like, dude, even the opening. I mean, the opening does spoil if you haven't seen Halloween 2018. So, spoiler alert here. It does show how Michael Myers does escape the house.
Yeah, I noticed that too. I was a little bummed out about that.
Yeah.
I assumed it would have had something to do with the firefighters.
Yeah.
But I didn't need to know it was exactly like that.
No, I didn't either. But, dude, the moment when he steps out onto those steps and you just see the reaction in their eyes, like the freaking fear, you're like, oh my god, shit is about to go down.
Dude, and the first person view, amazing shot.
Yeah. Freaking Michael Myers killing someone with a buzzsaw. I didn't think I'd ever see that.
Yeah, that was freaking awesome. Yeah, so for those of you who haven't seen it, this firefighter falls through the floor of Lori's place. Yeah, he falls through the floor. I'm assuming Michael bushwhacks him.
Yeah, I would assume so.
And then the other firefighter's like, "Give me your hand," and so Michael grabs him. I'm assuming gets pulled up. Bushwhacks that guy, bushwhacks the firefighter in front of him, and then it just goes on from there. And then someone tells Lori, "Hey, Michael Myers got out."
And Lori's just literally like, F this, I'm done playing, evil dies tonight.
Yeah, and then, then what's going to blow my mind is how the hell they stretched this out another movie.
Well, I mean, you got to remember in Halloween 2, they did the same thing because it takes place the exact same night.
Yeah, well, I can understand how. No, like, I understand how this movie,
Okay.
like, is going to go.
Okay.
I don't know how they're going to extend this to a third one.
With Halloween Ends.
Yeah, like,
I mean,
I would have been like, okay, like, I understand this is another Laurie versus Michael movie.
yeah.
And I would have been, like, perfectly okay with that. But it wasn't. Like, the way that it seems like it's going to turn out, this is, like, the city against Michael
this is
Myers.
Haddonfield. Yeah, this is Haddonfield versus Michael Myers.
Yeah, and unfortunately, I think Haddonfield is outmatched.
No, they honestly kind of are. Even with Tommy Doyle having a bat. Because freaking Laurie delivers such a cool line when she says, Michael Myers is flesh and blood, but no man could have survived that fire. And the more he kills, the more what is it? Damn it! For how many times I've seen this damn trailer, I should remember this line.
I know, you're disappointing both of us.
Do you remember it?
No, I don't remember it, but I've only watched it a couple times.
Oh, really? God damn it! The more he kills, the more it's not embody. God damn it! I can't remember it right now. I suck.
This is like I want to know what she was getting at. Like, is it the more people he kills, like, the stronger he gets, or the more, like, the harder he is to kill? Like, that doesn't make sense.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Like, I think you kind of hit it on the head that the more he kills, is it like the more like kind of a spiritual being he becomes like in the next scene the lady says he is the embodiment of pure evil. And so does that mean that because he continues to become that, he's literally invincible?
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering they're getting at. Like, I thought they were going to take a more realistic route to this.
I mean, I think they still are. I mean, we'll have to see how this plays out.
Yeah. So, this is going to be an interesting movie, and I'm here for it.
Dude, I will... Like, I was still on the fence on if I was looking forward this year to this more or Ghostbusters Afterlife, but yeah, this trailer just solidified that I will be there Thursday opening night to see this bitch on the biggest screen possible.
Straight up.
I have to see this the first showing. I can't have anything spoiled for me with this movie. There's no way.
Yeah, this is going to be awesome.
Oh, I'm so excited. Ugh. Can October be here already, please?
Yeah.
I mean, at least we get Shang-Chi in September to hold us over, but still.
True. We have an interesting month coming. We got Black Widow coming next month. Suicide Squad in August.
Mm-hmm.
And then Shang-Chi in September, and then Halloween Kills in October. And then November, don't we get Eternals?
Yep, yeah, we got the Eternals.
Yeah, and then December, we get Spider-Man
No Way Home.
No Way Home.
Yeah.
Bro, this is going to be a freaking bitchin' year.
What a way to end the year.
Oh my gosh. Like, I'm so freaking pumped, dude.
Dude.
So, one thing that I'm also kind of worried about them doing in this movie is showing Michael's face. So like you said, is it the granddaughter that grabs his mask?
No, it's her daughter. It's Karen.
Karen? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Karen grabs Michael's mask and is like waving it around, and she's just like, "You want your mask back?" And I'm like, "Oh, bitch, you're gonna get it."
You know, some people have speculated that actually Karen dies in this movie because of that scene with her being like, "You want your mask? Come and get it." If you look at the previous trailer, the opening shot is of the mask laying on the floor and him picking it up.
Yeah, like I said, bitch, you're gonna get it.
Yeah. But okay, wait. So you said that you're afraid that they're going to show his face?
Yeah.
But they showed it in Halloween 2018. At the beginning when he's at Smith's Grove.
Not like a full shot though.
Basically, no, they have actually. Like you saw like half of it, like at Smith's Grove. But when he's in the bathroom killing the reporters, you actually do see his full face.
I need to go watch it again.
You do. I mean, I really have nothing like. Yeah, it kind of sucks seeing the actual like face of the shape, but I love that they chose James Ducournau to play Michael Myers, and the way that they made the way that they're making him look is still freaking terrifying without the mask. So I'm okay with it. I just hope that they don't showcase it as much, if not more, in Halloween Kills.
Yeah. Like, I'm wondering if they're doing that to just kind of like, if they do that, it's going to be to humanize Michael in some way. Or just, not humanize. Maybe that's the wrong word. Make him seem like a more...
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Like, okay, you know that line from Iron Man 2, if you make God bleed, people cease to believe in him?
Yes.
That's what I'm thinking. It's going to be like that. Everyone's afraid of him until they see that he's just a man.
Okay, that's fair. No, that's fair. I mean, it's just, I don't know. I feel that no one should ever be like, "Oh, the boogeyman is just a man."
Yeah, well, that's us.
Well, yeah, okay, true. Good point.
Like I said, we're freaking rooting for the guy that's going to bushwhack some chick over stealing his mask.
Dude, the best comment I ever saw I saw with this trailer was someone said after watching that opening with the firefighters, this movie is gonna say "F you" to Jason Voorhees for the highest kill count of a serial killer in a horror movie. Because I want to say they've said that like this movie will have the most people Michael Myers has ever killed in one movie.
Oh shit.
Yeah. So we're in for one brutal ride, it seems, and I am all for it.
Michael Myers is about to set his high score in Haddonfield. Going for the gold, baby. Going for the gold.
Dude,
yeah, that town's getting bushwhacked.
Dude, for real, dude. I just thought of like, people like Laurie going just like, "Oh, come on, is that all you got, Michael?" Just Jim Carrey being like, "No, but thank you for asking." In Sonic the Hedgehog.
Dude, I love that.
How the hell did he get stronger at 60 than he was in his 20s?
Straight up. But I love that he doesn't give two shits about Laurie and what she did to him. Because
I feel bad for Laurie though for like wasting 40 years.
A little bit, but you understand it too.
Yeah.
But it's just, yeah, so they point out in this, they just look, he's leaving a trail of bodies, and it is headed straight for his childhood home. And I'm he's not heading towards the hospital. He's not going to the hospital that Lori's at. He doesn't give two shits about her. He's just, like, going on a freaking killing spree walking down the street.
Yeah. Oh, dude, I'm so excited to see the Myers house again.
That's like,
so excited.
Lori who?
Who this bitch?
Yeah, straight up, dude. Like, that's gotta hurt more than anything else.
Oh, for real.
Like, when you have this nemesis that that doesn't even know you exist.
Yeah, for real. Because, spoiler alert for Halloween 2018, the only reason Michael Myers winds up at Laurie's house is because the frickin' psycho doctor drives him there.
Yep.
That's the only reason. He would have gladly just kept walking the streets of Haddonfield, picking off anyone he sees.
Yep. Dude, it's like he's like, I've been locked up for 20 years. I'm about to get my fill.
Well, it's 40. 40.
Even better. Like, I've been locked up for 40 years. I'm about to get it.
I got a lot of lost time to make up for, fellas.
I think I know the answer, but 1 out of 10.
11.
On the excitement level. 11?
No, yeah, 10.
Honestly, I am too. I'm so
Hell
excited
yeah,
for this.
dude. I never thought I'd hear you say that about a Halloween movie.
I know, right? Dude, I never thought that I would go to an opening night horror movie ever. Like, in my life. But I've done it. And I feel like I've done it a few times.
It's true, he has.
Like, we did the first It.
Yep.
It
Yes,
Chapter 2.
Mm-hmm.
I think the only one we haven't... Oh, wait, did we see Halloween 2018 together in theaters?
No, unfortunately we didn't.
Oh.
Didn't we go see the Purge Anarchy opening weekend?
No.
Okay, I thought we did.
Yeah, I don't think so. Yeah. Oh,
okay, so the big hitters.
This is like complete side note. I was cleaning out my wallet and I found my movie ticket for Age of Ultron.
Oh, that's awesome. I was bitching you still have that.
Yeah. And I'm just like, me and Rose saw that. And it was like
Freaking
from
memories.
2015, I think.
Yep, yeah, 2015.
Yeah. And I have no idea. Wait, was I married in 2015? Yes, I was.
Yeah, you were.
Never mind. I was gonna say I don't know how it ended up in my wallet because, like, I've changed wallets.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, god damn, how long have you had that wallet?
I know, that's what I'm questioning too, because I'm pretty sure that the wallet I had before this was the black leather one that I had forever that was just like thick as shit. It was basically like having a small rock in my back pocket.
Yeah,
I can jack my
that
spine up like no man's business.
Oh shit.
Yeah, but I found that in my wallet and I'm just like, how the hell?
Oh shit.
Yeah. Just like I said, side note. But
no, dude, that's a cool memory.
Getting back to this. Yeah, you guys can freaking count on us breaking this one down.
Yes. Ooh.
The only thing I'm bummed out about is I'm not going to be able to see it with you.
I know. I hate that. I mean, we can illegally just Facebook video chat while we're watching the movie together.
Just get like we could get on a phone call if we tried seeing it at the same time, but how hard is that going to be?
That's true. They'd be like, excuse me, sir, you need to put your phone away. This is for the All Bros, okay? So, get.
It's like, this is bigger than you. This is bigger than all of us.
Dude, I'm really hoping that they show this in Cinemark XD. Oh, I'm really hoping.
Oh, that'd be so cool. All right, but I think that covers the trailers for this week. So, I think we can move on to this week's headliner. What do you say?
I'd say let's do it.
All right, like we said, this week's headliner, we will be breaking down Spiral. But first, we did ask a question of the week this week, and we got a few responses. So the question that we asked was, what has been your favorite Saw trap? And we got a couple responses. The first one is coming to us from the Untrained Eye at Untrained iPod. They said, it's got to be the OG face trap for me. That first Saw movie is maybe my all-time favorite horror movie. Hashtag this is your game.
So I'm assuming that they're talking about the... Okay, wait, sorry. Say their response one more time?
It was the OG face trap.
That's the reverse bear trap, isn't it?
Yes.
Okay.
So it's the one with that chick from the second one.
Okay, yes. Okay, so yeah, reverse bear trap.
Yeah. So what was her
stuck in that one?
What was her objective? Like, what did she have to do? Because I'm pretty sure they had like another face trap, but they hid the key in the dude's eye.
Oh, dude, I forget what Amanda had to do.
I feel like the key was inside someone.
It probably was.
Like,
dude,
wasn't it in her?
Sit down and watch these all over again.
I know, like bringing this up, like I want to, like
yeah,
with this
same
question.
Here.
I want to go through and just binge them all, but if I remember right, didn't she have to dig through like someone she loved to find the key?
I think so. Damn, this is really sad that we don't remember this.
I'm gonna look it up.
Okay, sweet.
Amanda Young.
Yes.
Okay, let's... Wait, I don't want to see her traps. I want to see Amanda's test.
Didn't she have more than one test?
Okay, I'm just gonna look up John Kramer's. Okay. So this is what he says. This is Amanda Young's test. He says, "Hello, Amanda. You don't know me, but I know you. I want to play a game. Here's what happens if you lose. The device you're wearing is hooked into your upper and lower jaws. When the timer at the back goes off, your mouth will be permanently ripped open. Think of it like a reverse bear trap. Here, I'll show you. There is only one key to open the device. It's in the stomach of your dead cellmate."
Oh, yeah.
Oh. In the stomach? Well, freaking easy peasy.
Yeah, you say that now, but do you really want to have to be digging through someone's flesh and bones?
Well, they're already dead.
I mean, true, but still, like, ugh. Like, at least give me some gloves.
This is unsanitary, John. Yeah, that one. That OG. Freaking amazing.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
Dude, like, looking through these, Amanda's traps freaking sucked compared to John's.
Well, technically, I thought Amanda never really had set. It was because after John dies in Saw 3, Hoffman takes over, and it becomes his traps.
All right, I'm trying to see where they have like who did what. Okay, so they had Mark Hoffman's traps.
Okay.
So he had. Shit, did he have like the most?
I mean, he probably did, considering his were 4 through 7.
Fair. The 10 pints of sacrifice, the Magnum eye hole, acid room, angel trap, antidote safe room, nail bombs, necktie trap, needle pit, oxygen crusher, Bobby's trial, brazen bowl. They have a name for like all of these. So he had a shit ton of traps.
Yeah.
Let's see what Amanda did.
No, I feel someone pointed out that it was literally impossible to win any of his.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because Hoffman's a dick like that. But yet I freaking love him.
Yeah, so
Hoffman is probably arguably my favorite character of the Saw franchise.
Yeah, so Amanda, she did the angel trap, the bathroom trap, the classroom trap, nail bombs, and the shotgun collar.
Ooh, yeah, the shotgun collar is a classic.
Yeah, and then she did a test for Jeff and Eric.
Oh my gosh, those names sound so familiar.
I'll look them up. So
okay.
Jeff... Okay, so this was the guy that was taking or consumed with vengeance against the junk driver who killed his only son.
Okay.
So this is like the opening. He goes through. He's the one with the freezer. The chick, like the naked chick that gets sprayed with water. Then the second test. Okay, the second test. The key will free him. The key that will free him is hidden inside your son's possessions you have clung on to for far long. If you flip the switch on the incinerator underneath you, a fire will cleanse you of the obsession and destroy them all. It is only the key that will bring you closer. Okay, so he doesn't turn on an incinerator. Okay, we're just gonna get into a freaking like hole. A freaking like whose traps did what? But yeah, OG face trap.
Love it.
For the untrained eye. Then we got a response from the Victims and Villains podcast at Victims and Villains. He said, okay, so first he asked favorite as in cringy or worst trap to be set to film.
To that I say both.
Yeah, but he said his favorite was the shotgun spin around.
Yes. That one gets a lot of hate for some reason in Saw 6, and I don't get why. That is such a badass trap.
Yeah, what? Like, explain that trap for those that haven't seen it.
So in Saw 6, it kind of basically the storyline is that a bunch of so the main head of this health insurance firm gets put into a trap along with all of his employees, and so the what did he call it? Was it the carousel trap?
Yeah. So he called it the shotgun spin around, but
okay,
on the Saw page, it's called the shotgun carousel.
So yeah, so the shotgun carousel is, I think it has 6 people on it, and it is a carousel. Because with his health insurance company, there's these people that call themselves the dog pit, and they're able to like find stuff that people were lying about in their health insurance application, and so they because they found that stuff, they get to deny them coverage and screw up their lives and yada yada yada. They're freaking assholes. But basically, the way that this trap goes is that he is only able to save, the main guy is only able to save 2 people out of the 6, and whoever he wants to save, he has to put his hand into this this one section that will start drilling a hole into it, and doing so, when it drills into it, the shotgun, instead of being pointed at the person it lands on, will start going up, and the shot will be fired into the air instead of the person. So, freaking cool trap, and just the ending, especially the last guy that, or sorry, so he saves one last girl, and then the guy that's the last one to die, he's just like, oh, so that's how it's gonna be, you mother effer, you look at me when you're killing me. He just freaking freaks out.
Dude, I freaking love the shotgun carousel. That one, oh, it's so good.
Such a great trap.
I cannot wait to rewatch these.
Dude, that's one reason, but there's a lot of reasons why Saw 6 is still my favorite Saw film.
Honestly, I'm with the Untrained Eye. I'm assuming it's DJ, but I'm with them saying number 1 is my
no, the
all-time
OG
favorite.
is great. I love the original Saw, but I don't know, for some reason I love Saw 6 a little more.
Yeah. But that kind of goes in with our last response, which comes from Watch or Waste Films at Watch or Waste. A new follower of ours, actually.
Oh, hell yeah, welcome aboard.
Hell yeah. They posted a picture of an orangutan sawing a tree branch. So I'm assuming they're referring to the big trap in the first Saw.
The which one?
The main test.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Yeah, that's what I'm assuming he's referring to. And I can't disagree. That's what got me to love that. Honestly, I think this first Saw movie is what got me to appreciate horror movies.
No, it's fine. What's really funny is just because this is the way my mom started it, I watched the Saw franchise 3, 2, 1, and then went 4, 5, 6, and 7, because that's how she was showcased it at work, and they never told her that.
Oh my gosh.
So yeah, my mom shows me and my sister Saw 3, 2, and 1. We're just like, what the hell is going on? Where the hell did this guy John Kramer come from? The hell?
Bruh. That sucks.
Yeah, but oh well. At least after the after watching the first one, I got back on track.
Yeah, first is instant classic for me. I love the first one. Like, that one is the one that I'm like, I left, I'm like, bruh. And I was like terrified the entire time. I'm like, something's gonna come out and scare me. But nothing did.
No,
luckily.
someone's gonna pop out in a pig mask and kidnap you. That's what's gonna happen.
Yeah, but freaking John Kramer laying in a pool of blood in the middle of the room, like, are you shitting me? What?
Dude, and the fact that he took a shot just to like slow his heartbeat down, so guy freaking committed to really looking like he was dead.
Yeah, he did. So I love that movie. So amazing responses from everyone. So
yes,
thank you all for answering our question of the week. We really appreciate you guys. All right, getting into the breakdown. If you guys are new to our breakdown system, we have split movies into 8 different categories that we individually grade to come to a final All Bros letter grade. The 8 categories that we score are story, writing, acting, character development, effects, music, costumes, and then we give it our own personal grade at the very end. So, if you have not seen Spiral, we are about to spoil the entire frickin' movie for you.
Yeah, so come on, people. If you're a fan of Saw, where the hell have you been? Why haven't you watched this yet?
Yeah, so go check it out, and then come back and listen to our breakdown.
Yeah, hell, you can actually rent it at home now. It's no longer theater exclusive. You can rent it at home now, so you have no excuse.
None. So that being said, we're going to move on.
Yes. All right. So, during a 4th of July parade, an off-duty cop, Detective Marv Boswick, chases a thief down a sewer drainage pipe. Attacked from behind by a figure wearing a pig mask, Boswick wakes up to find himself suspended by his tongue in an active subway tunnel and is given a choice via recorded message. Tear out his tongue and live, or remain until the next train arrives, killing him. Unable to escape the trap in time, Boswick is hit by the train and killed. The next day, Police Captain Angie Garza assigns Detective Zeke Banks a new partner, idealistic rookie William Schneck. Banks and Schneck... Do you remember how they pronounce it in the movie at all?
I do not.
Okay, how would you pronounce it if it's spelled S-C-H-E-N-K?
Shank?
Shank? Okay, I'm going to go with Shank. And Shank investigate Boswick's death, and Banks realizes this to be similar to the now deceased Jigsaw Killer. Meanwhile, a homicide detective named Fitch, who several years prior had ignored a backup call from Banks, resulting in him nearly getting killed, is abducted and placed in a trap where he must rip his fingers off to avoid electrocution in a filling water basin. He also fails to escape and dies. Some officers begin to suspect that Banks may be responsible due to his history with Fitch. A box then arrives at the station containing a pig puppet and a piece of Shank's tattooed skin inside. A small vial inside the box directs the police to a butcher shop, which was previously a hobby shop where Banks and his father, retired Chief Marcus Banks, would go. Upon arriving, the team discovers a tape recorder and a skinned corpse identified as Shank. Deciding to track down the killer himself, Marcus travels to a warehouse where he is abducted. Shortly afterwards, Garza is kidnapped and placed in a trap in the precinct's cold storage where she has to sever her spinal cord on a blade to stop hot wax flowing from a pipe onto her face. She manages to successfully do it, but dies of her injuries due to the boiling hot wax with her body found by Banks. While chasing a lead, Banks is captured and wakes up at the warehouse, handcuffed to a pipe with a hacksaw nearby. He considers sawing off his arm, but is able to escape using a loose bobby pin. He then discovers Peter Dunleavy, his former partner who was fired when Banks exposed a murder he committed, chained in place. In front of him is a large glass-crushing machine which has been modified to hurl shrapnel at him at high speed. A tape recorder explains that Banks can choose to either free him or leave him to die. Although Banks attempts to save Dunleavy, he dies from blood loss. Moving to another room, Banks then finds Shank, who is revealed to have faked his own death by using the skinned corpse of the thief who lured Boswick into the tunnels, and has been the copycat all along. He explains that he is actually Emerson, the son of the person Dunleavy murdered, who was shot because he had agreed to testify against a dirty cop. He also reveals that Marcus, during his time as chief, deliberately protected corrupt officers, including Garza, in order to clean the streets of crime more efficiently under Article 8. Believing that Banks can be an ally, Emerson presents him with a final test, revealing Marcus restrained in the air and slowly drained of blood. Emerson calls 911 and claims that he is a civilian being pursued by a shooter, resulting in the dispatcher sending a SWAT team to his location. He hands Banks a revolver with a single bullet and offers him the choice to either use the last bullet to shoot a target that will save Marcus but allow Emerson to escape, or to kill Emerson and let his father bleed to death. Banks decides to shoot the target to save Marcus, causing his restraints to loosen and lowering him to the ground, and then begins to fight Emerson. Shortly after, the SWAT team arrives and inadvertently triggers a tripwire, causing Marcus's restraints to yank him upward again. A gun is revealed to be affixed to his arm as restraints pull it upward, resulting in the SWAT team killing him. Banks screams in anguish as Emerson escapes. Class, I just want to point this out. I love that they didn't stray away from the ending being like a bunch of shit going on, someone dying, and then someone screaming, and the classic Saw theme just being like freaking pumped up to an 11.
Absolutely. So there was a lot with this story. So with Saw movies, I feel like there's a lot of unpredictability about them. Like they always kind of like they don't give you enough to be able to guess what's going to happen. At least the first one didn't. And I feel like which one had the house? Was that 3?
That was 2, I think.
Okay, so yeah, those ones where it was just like that kind of stuff where it was like, oh, there was just something, like just a little hint of something that was said, and it ended up coming true at the, like, coming into play in the very end. Like with that house, someone, I think it was Jigsaw said, or John Kramer said, your son is safe, or just something about his son being safe, and then like at the very end when he's basically watching just like a pre-recorded video of all this shit that's happening, like the door opens to a safe that his son is in, and I'm like, bruh. Like, it's just like little subtleties, and it didn't have those.
It didn't. I don't know. I feel I can kind of excuse that. Just with this being a spin-off, it's not set in the actual Saw timeline. Even though, I mean, yeah, of course, they're just like, oh, you know, yeah, Jigsaw's been dead for years. Just another copycat. But that's literally the last. I feel that's like literally the last time that they mention Jigsaw is just, oh, hey, you know, Jigsaw did this stuff. Well, it's probably just a Jigsaw copycat, and that's it.
Yeah,
he's never brought up again.
Yeah, pretty much. So it is. So when it was revealed that William Shank, or the rookie, was the mastermind, did you see that coming as early as I did?
I don't know. Maybe I'm just not good at picking up on this stuff, but I didn't see it coming because I straight up thought that he did die, with the whole tattoo thing, or like his piece of skin being cut off and it was his tattoo.
Okay, let me tell you what ruined that for me.
Okay, yeah, I gotta hear this.
So when they go and find the body of Shank, and it is just like straight up, it's skinned. What ruined it for me is that we did not get to see that game.
That's a good point.
Like, think about everyone else. We got to see the guy with the tongue, which, honestly, I don't know if I would have had the wherewithal to jump off. Like, I would have just jumped off the freaking chair. Like, freaking 1, 2, 3, jump. Like, yeah, this is gonna effing suck.
Yeah, and I mean, I'll never be able to talk again, but F it.
Yeah, like, you can't. I mean, come on, a train.
Yeah.
like honestly, I'd be like on the same team as him, just kind of like standing on it, just like trying to like wiggle my way out or whatever, until I heard that mother effing train. I'd be
It's
like,
like,
oh,
all right, it is time to go.
that is all the motivation that I needed. Yeah, like, come on, you freaking pussy.
Imagine if you had contact with a train conductor. It's just like, can I get one more whistle blow? I just need that little extra push.
No, that's the thing that would have set me off, dude. That is the thing that would have set me off. Been like,
Fair.
that's it. I'm off.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Yeah, so we got to see that. We got to see the dude that got his fingers pulled off.
Dude, okay, that might be in top 5 most gruesome saw traps I have ever seen. Because, I don't know, for me, that sounds so freaking painful. And the way that it's like freaking set up is like just so disturbing and just, oh my gosh, I was like freaking like getting like chills of how painful that must be in the theater. I was like,
Yeah.
ugh.
So, for anyone who hasn't seen it, I mean, sorry, we'll ruin this for you, but it's a trap. Like, his fingers were all put into, like, Chinese finger traps, and then they were all
That's a good way to
attached
put
to,
it.
like, cables that were attached to a wench, and so the wench was what was pulling him. And,
Ugh.
yeah, that was freaking rough.
Basically, wasn't it, if he didn't rip off his fingers within a minute, wasn't it because like something electrical was going to be dropped into the like bath that he was sitting in?
I thought it was just going to touch a live wire.
Oh yeah, that's what it was.
Yeah, so I feel like they stole that from, what was it, 6?
I think that was, or was that 5?
It might have been 5. But I remember that same thing. It's just like something's filling up
No,
with
yeah, I do
water,
too.
live wire, and like I remember that. So I'm like, But yeah, so we got to see all of these other traps. Like we even saw the freaking captain. And so like
Yeah.
what set the red flag off for me, the ding 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 ding, was that we did not get to see what the rookie did, like, to deserve that.
Yeah.
And we did not get to see the game.
I don't know, maybe I'm thinking just because I didn't want to like have anything spoiled in my head. I think I was just thinking that's a saw trap that's like really pushing the NC-17 rating, having them be skinned alive, and for a saw trap that'd be
That was
really
another
pushing
thing.
it.
That was another thing. It wasn't an automated trap. Someone had like whoever is the mastermind skinned this person. No, that wouldn't. That doesn't fly.
Yeah, it's like, sorry, that's not how saw traps work.
Yeah. So I that one I was just like, nah, that's not right. Like, I'm pretty sure
Okay,
it's
fair enough.
I'm pretty sure it's the partner.
I mean, kudos to you for picking up on that.
Yeah, I thought for a minute that it could have been Marcus, the dad. So Samuel L. Jackson's character.
That would have been really funny if it was Samuel L. Jackson.
Yeah, I thought for maybe a minute that it was him. But then as soon as they're just like, oh my gosh, the rookie's dead. And, like, he was, like, skinned alive. I'm like, no, we didn't see it. I'm, like, that's how I feel about shit.
Dude, I just
Anytime I'm like,
loved if
no,
we
I
could've-
did not see a body. I'm not believing it.
I would have just been happy if Samuel L. Jackson was the villain. We could have gotten a line of him just being like, "You just got jigsawed, mother effer."
But yeah, so for me, like, the rest of the movie was just like super predictable.
That's fair. I now that you're like saying that, like, I honestly should have seen it coming, and especially now hearing you say that, this is definitely probably. I mean, do you feel this is the most predictable Saw film?
easily
Okay.
the most predictable. Like, at least with the other Saw movies, they had some variation. Like, it would have been nice to see maybe even the dude that, like, I would have liked to see the guy that got his fingers ripped off. I would have liked to see him make it.
I would have too. I would just be very interested to see the damage left after that.
Yeah, no shit. But yeah, like that's stuff I would have liked to see. I would have
No, I
liked
can
to see the
definitely-
variation because in the other Saw movies, we got to see variation. We got to see some people make it, some people didn't, or most people didn't.
Yeah.
And yeah, like it's just
Can
with
you
this, it was
imagine,
just
though,
like
if the
everyone
chief had
died.
made it? Yeah.
If the chief or the
Like,
captain,
yeah, captain. Like,
yeah, I forget what was she supposed to do.
so she was supposed to stab a blade into the back of her neck to basically destroy her spinal cord.
That's right.
Yeah.
That one
Look,
was
it
dumb.
says- So it says, she has to sever her spinal cord on a blade to stop hot wax flowing from a pipe onto her face.
Yeah, I thought that one was kind of dumb. Like, not necessarily the
Yeah.
trap, because I thought the trap was pretty decent. But it was just the, what she had to do to get out of it.
No, it's. I mean, you could definitely tell that this rookie did not get his saw making abilities from the man himself. He's making it up
Obviously.
as he's going along.
Yeah, pretty much. Just like, dude, you're not even giving these people, like, a proper chance. Just like, hey, paralyze yourself.
He straight up is like, hell, I think. Well, no, I mean, would you say he's as bad as Hoffman?
He's a lot more amateur than Hoffman.
I mean, yeah, true.
So, yeah, I'd say he's worse than Hoffman.
I mean, you got to give Hoffman this. At least he had some class.
Kind of. He wouldn't, like, he set traps up that people could not win.
Yeah, that's what gives him class.
That's
'cause
not-
He's a piece of shit. He's a piece of shit.
I mean, it's low class.
There we go. There we go.
Yeah, but I would have liked to see a little bit more variation. I would have liked to see, I don't know, just better traps.
In your no, I can definitely agree with that. In your opinion, did you like the voice that he was using for when the trap was explained, or would you have preferred if he would have just used the classic Jigsaw voice?
I would have preferred the Jigsaw voice, but his voice was fine. It wasn't John Kramer by any means, but it was fine.
But, I mean, I'll give this movie this. I feel the traps, even though there's less, I did like them better than Saw the Final Chapter.
Yes. Yeah, very much so.
But it's also very hard to beat that. It's very hard not to beat that movie, because I hate that movie. It's arguably the worst Saw movie.
Yeah, so I think just for me personally, the predictability of this movie kind of spoiled it.
No, that's fair. I can understand that. Like I said, I wish. I mean, I'm kind of glad that I didn't pick up on that like that. So I think I kind of got a little bit more of enjoyment out of this film than you because of that.
Yeah. Well,
At least in that
don't get me
regard.
wrong, I enjoyed it. Like,
Well, yeah,
I
no, but
enjoyed
I'm
it's just
saying,
like story-wise, it's just, like I said, predictable.
Yeah, like I didn't know who it was actually going to be, whereas you already knew. So that kind of sucks that kind of took away from you.
Yeah.
Took away a little bit of your enjoyment.
But yeah, it was It was solid. It was really solid.
Sorry.
No, sorry. You go.
Oh, no, I was going to say, like, honestly, I didn't really know where they could take a Saw spinoff that's not directly associated with the original series. But, I mean, story did impress me. I think they pulled off a decent written story.
Yeah. But I think all of that stuff, like the predictability of it, I think that's what gave it the biggest dive. But what brought it back up for me was the end.
Oh, yeah. Ending was so good.
The ending was beyond good. It was insane. So Samuel L. Jackson's character is like getting drained of his blood, drops down to the ground, but then is lifted back up when the SWAT team are coming in and made to look like he's pulling a gun on the SWAT team. And dude, I was freaking losing my mind during that. I was just like, no freaking way.
Yeah, it's just watching like Chris Rock's reaction, just freaking out that his dad's a goner, just really super good.
Dude, I was freaking out. Like the whole time, I'm just like, no. Like when he was getting lifted up and just the puppet like look that he had originally like was just insane. And then when who revealed like the gun, or was the gun just something that got underneath his arm and then like lifted up?
I think it was underneath. I can't remember.
Yeah, however they did the gun, I was just blown away. I'm like, yes, like this is how you do an ending.
Yes, absolutely.
Like the ending was amazing, and so yeah, that bumped it up to me. So our story grade is sitting at a 76.5.
Not too shabby.
Yeah, so I honestly would have been at a 75, but I enjoy like with you because you gave it a 75.
Yeah.
I bumped it up by 3 points just for the ending alone.
No, that's fair. I can't blame you for that.
Yeah. So, any other story issues that you had, or
none that I can think of off the top of my head.
yeah. Well, let's move on over to writing. We ended up scoring this at a 79. So I didn't have any issues with the writing. I thought everything was pretty well written.
Yeah, it was. I really didn't have any problems either.
Yeah.
Chris Rock's especially character writing was super super solid.
Really good. I think he did a really good job at bringing in some of his comedic flair, but was able to pull off that flair in a really nice dramatic way.
Yes, absolutely.
So like he's so good at like just doing subtle things. And whatever part he played in this movie was incredible. I'm so glad that they put him in this.
I am too. I know like a lot of people were giving him shit like, oh, I mean I know we should probably be saving this for acting, but anyway, like people were just like, oh, you can't put Chris Rock in there. He's not a serious actor, let alone a horror actor, and yada yada yada. He surprised the hell out of me. I did not expect him to be that good in this movie.
I didn't either, but he brought his A game.
Absolutely.
Yeah. But we'll get into that the next category.
Yes.
Getting back to writing. The only part that I felt was poorly written was a lot of the reveal with the partner.
That's fair.
That one, I'm just like,
Yeah.
okay. Like, this is just maybe a bit over the top.
I mean, honestly, if anything, I think it would have been better if it would have been, like that one guy that, he was called for backup by Chris Rock but didn't come. Like, if it would have been, like, another, like, other cops that he had worked with in the past that had been there, like, since he first started on the force, I don't know. I think that would have given maybe a little bit more depth into the Saw. I don't know, but I mean, the rookie's like his what's the word? The reason why he puts these officers in the Saw trap, I get. He's taking revenge for his dad getting murdered out of cold blood because he was going to testify against this bad cop. But I don't know. I feel it would have hit. It would have been a lot more emotional if it would have been someone a lot more closer to Chris Rock's character.
Yeah. I think what maybe threw it for me a little bit was he was selecting the officers that he selected because of things that he knew that they did in the past.
Yes.
If he was the new guy, how would he know so much about that stuff? That's why I thought for a really long time that it was going to be Samuel L. Jackson's character.
That's fair.
And that maybe, I don't know, like, I just assumed that it was going to be him for a really long time until the damn, like, oh, my partner died and, like, he was skinned alive. And after that, I was just like, okay, like, he is obviously going to be the bad guy. But up until that point, I thought it was going to be Samuel L. Jackson. And I would have put money on it until I saw that scene, and I'm just like, yeah, no body, you're guilty. And honestly, I would have maybe even preferred if they did the whole, like, the same thing, the same ending where he's, like, tied up, but maybe gone a different route and made Samuel L. Jackson the ultimate mastermind.
Ooh, okay.
Like, even after all that, and, like, the thing with his son, like, because then that would have made a little bit more sense on why the people were specifically targeted. Because what's his face, Boz was the one that didn't go and protect his son.
Mm-hmm.
The captain was just constantly just trying to keep things under wraps. Like, who would have known all of that information? It would have been his dad.
That's true.
That wasn't stuff that was shared with people.
That's true.
So it's just like those specific people getting targeted. It would have made sense for it to be Samuel L. Jackson.
Yeah.
And that would have been a really fun, like, reveal too. Like, maybe it's like, oh, he thinks that it's his dad. Like, maybe taking it along that journey, like, made us think that he made us think that he thinks he knows it's his dad, and then do the reveal that he's in a trap, and then it's like the partner, and then on top, and then just do a complete 360 and bring it back, or complete 180, sorry, and then be like, oh, actually it is the dad.
Yeah.
Like, that would have been a total just mind F.
That really would have.
But yeah, if they would have pulled the partner out, actually, if they would have just pulled his death out, I think the movie could have been like drastically improved.
Yeah, I can agree with that.
Yeah, because it's like no one was expecting it from him.
Yeah, true.
And like just like that would have been like an even better reveal for me personally. Like it's just like, oh, maybe they're going through this together. Like he doesn't save his like his old partner in time. What was it, Peter?
I think that
Yeah.
was his name.
Yeah, he doesn't save Peter in time, but he gets into the next room and then his partner's all beat to shit. And then maybe it's like a slightly easier trap. And then he like rescues him from there, kind of like avoids that suspicion, goes on and like eventually gets to his dad who's tied up in that room, and then boom, and reveal that he's the mastermind. Just that would have been insane.
Yeah, that would have.
But unfortunately that's not what they did.
Oh. The Hell Lines Gate.
Yeah. So I think the like our writing score. So our writing score is 79, which puts it 2.5 points above our story, and I think that's a pretty decent space.
Yeah, I would say so.
Yeah, I like the writing. It's just I feel there was a lot of the flaws in the writing were just how the story was written. I don't think it was necessarily dialogue as much. I think there were definitely some cheesy lines in there.
True.
But yeah, I think it was slightly better. All right, getting into acting. So going through the cast, we had our lead, Chris Rock, who played Zeke Banks. Then we had Max Minghella, who played William Shank, who was the partner. Samuel L. Jackson played Marcus Banks. And then I personally threw in Marisol Nichols, who played Captain Angie Garza.
I did as well.
And then I kind of grouped her in with everyone else too. So I'm not seeing anyone else that I would know off the top of my head. So yeah, I did the main three.
I did, yeah. No, I did as well.
And then did like an everyone else category. And I thought the acting was pretty good. Like, obviously Chris Rock was the lead.
Yes.
So I think he did the best job.
Yeah, definitely. Like we talked about in writing, for being a strict comedic actor, I'm not used to seeing Chris Rock being able to pull off a dramatic role in a horror movie, no doubt. Nevertheless. So the fact that he was able to pull it off so well blew me out of the freaking water.
Yeah. And in this, like, I think Samuel L. Jackson's a little bit below Chris Rock, and that's just because he was playing himself.
Yeah, no, he really did not have a character. Nothing against him. I feel that's a writing problem right there. It's not Samuel L. Jackson's fault.
Yeah. But his character just kind of seemed very one-dimensional.
Yeah, like for me, out of the three main, he's definitely number 3. Actually,
honestly, I'd put him like I did not like the partner.
See, I actually liked the partner up until when he's revealed as the villain. I was like, okay. So the fact that like for like 75% of the movie, I was actually on board, and I really liked I mean, this is mostly just based off the acting. If I'm not talking about like the character, then definitely, he definitely deserved the second spot. But because I still liked him like 75% of the movie, he still gets it.
That's fair.
I feel I really butchered that. I apologize. For some reason, I'm like out of it when talking about his character development. Sorry about that, guys. Not character development, acting. Oh my gosh, the hell is wrong with me?
Yeah. I did not care for the partner as much. I think his was just maybe a little bit on the campy side. And then everyone else, extremely campy.
That's fair.
Yeah, it was so hard to get on board, make it feel like they were like, it's just like everyone hated Zeke over too much. They hated him too much.
It felt like everyone hated Zeke because that was what was cool.
Yeah, I can agree to that. It's just it's just too much. It's just all the shady looks, all of the freaking arguing with him that they had. It was just too much.
It was. It definitely was.
Yeah. So I honestly, I put my acting grade at 88, which seems too high now. I think I'm going to bring it down to like an 83.
What did I put mine at?
You put it at 80.
Okay, yeah, I'm sticking with that.
Yeah, it was good, but Chris Rock was carrying the movie.
Oh yeah, definitely. There's no doubt about that.
So I wouldn't have even given him a perfect score. I think I put like the highest I gave him was maybe a 90. And then everyone just like
for him.
Yeah, and then just below everyone else for that. Yeah. So our acting is now sitting at an 81.5 with my adjustment.
Not bad still.
All right, moving on to character development, which, with this being a horror/thriller movie, we're going to go for logic.
I mean, for the rules that have been established in the Saw franchise, I feel it makes absolute sense. If anything, I feel these traps they kind of feel like more, what's the word, gritty and realistic, only because the fact that we're working with a guy that has never touched a saw trap in his life, at least as far as I'm assuming.
Yeah.
So the fact that he's like having to learn as he goes, I don't know, for me, just kind of made it feel more gritty and made it feel more realistic within this universe, as much as you can get realistic in this universe, because when you really think about it, this is really effed up for someone to do this to people. So for if they're with playing by their own rules, I do think that Spiral does a really good job with that.
I think they did too. I don't think they went too overboard when it came to gore. I think a lot of the other Saw movies, like anytime someone kind of gets cut, it's just like they're bleeding profusely. And in this, it felt very grounded.
Yes.
Like the guy who was getting his fingers ripped off, like, oh my gosh, that made me cringe. Because I feel like that's exactly how it would happen.
Ugh.
One other that I had like almost a physical reaction to was the death of the captain with the hot wax. Like, I was just like, oh.
Yeah, that was some disturbing shit.
Yeah, and I mean, yes, it is a very just brute. We know it's a brutal movie, but just, I mean, damn.
But yeah, like that's how the way I look at these movies. Like you know what you're going in and what you're going to expect, but still sometimes there are those saw traps that kind of catch you off guard, and you're just like, oh my gosh, you're actually doing that to a human.
Yeah. I really appreciated with Peter's trap. So they had this trap where they were dropping glass into a shredder or some shit, and it was like shooting the glass out at Peter, and so he ended up dying from blood loss. But one thing I really appreciated about that trap was you could see it tearing his back up, and I was just like I feel like they could have gone really overboard on the blood with that. Like they could have been like, oh, just blood spurts everywhere and whatever, but they didn't. It was just like a lot of like the piercing that they dealt with, and I appreciate the hell out of that.
Also, going off of that, I appreciate that they didn't go overboard with his reaction. He's not like, no, like literally after like the first round, he's become like numb to it, that he doesn't kind of like know how to feel. His body doesn't know how to feel to it, to where like literally he is just sitting there like a rag doll when he's getting hit by the glass.
Yes, I think that's what sold the reaction.
Yeah, absolutely. I loved that. So kudos to whoever told the actor, don't freak out when glass hits you. We got to make this look realistic.
Yeah, like what was it? Was the first time? Like the first time was his most crazy reaction.
Yeah.
The rest of his reaction, like you said, was just a little bit more mellow.
Yeah.
And
I mean, rightfully so, because yeah, after getting hit by glass, you're gonna start to feel numb to everything.
Yeah, that would suck.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm so glad that they just like calmed everything down. Like I said, try to ground it. But yeah, logically, I think everything made sense.
Oh,
so
yeah.
I ended up giving this a fairly high grade. The only thing that I didn't was the skinning.
That's fair.
And the only reason is because, like I said, I called it. It was the partner, and the only reason that I thought that was because we did not get to see the game.
Yeah.
If they would have shown us a game, I would have bought it. Maybe. But again, I'm also the type of person that's just like, no body, it didn't happen. But yeah, so the logic is sitting at an 88.
Not bad.
Yeah, not bad at all. Moving on over to effects. So there was lots of practical effects in this.
Yes. Literally every saw trap that is in this movie was very well executed.
Oh, yeah.
There really isn't any traps that you have to, like, what's the word? Go beyond your sense of belief. Like, you could absolutely see that working, especially, I know we brought it up a lot, but the whole finger ripping trap. Freaking disturbing, terrifying, but that is exactly, if you're picturing that trap, that is exactly how you could see it playing out.
Yeah, I think that you could have easily gone for just like we said, just spurts of blood. But since they wanted to ground this, I don't think it would do that. Like, I honestly think that it would be the meat in your in your fingers or the
Yeah.
muscle in your fingers. Like, I think that would just stretch out to a point before bleeding.
No, I absolutely agree.
Yeah, and oh, so good. Like, everything was so well done. And the makeup on some, like, on the guys when they were, like, freaking toasted. Like,
Oh yeah.
like, you get to see him fried because he got electrocuted to hell. The captain, once the wax got peeled away.
Oh, that was. Ooh,
Yeah, that was just
that was
like
hard to watch.
a insane reaction out of me. I'm just like, ugh. Freaking so good. Like, kudos to the makeup department.
Yeah, oh yeah, absolutely. You all deserve a round of applause because you knocked it out of the freaking park with this one.
Yeah. So we ended up giving effects a 91.5.
Hell yeah.
Absolutely. So, spoiler alert, highest category. All right, moving on over to music. The only thing that stood out to me was the score, like the Saw score.
I mean, no, I can definitely agree with that. Honestly, I was half expecting, the song that they were like really hyping up with this movie, the Spiral song,
No.
like the "I'm a little spin like a spiral."
Oh. Yeah.
Yeah. So I want to say that was like the first song to play in the trail or in the credits. I honestly just for how much they hyped that song, I half expected it to just like start playing like in the middle of the movie. I did not expect it to be at the final credits, which way better decision. I mean, it's a decent song, but it doesn't belong in the middle of a freaking Saw movie. But like I can definitely agree with Caleb. Really, all that sticks out is the Saw, like the actual Saw music, but the way that it's utilized at the end, the way that it's like pumped up to an 11 when Samuel L. Jackson's gun like pops out, the SWAT team shoot him, and you see Chris Rock's reaction, just freaking out, just screaming at the top of his lungs, and you see the rookie getting away. Like I said, the way it is just freaking blasted to an 11, it's played out so well. I freaking loved it.
Yeah. The rest of the soundtrack wasn't too memorable. So we ended up setting the music score at a 7.
It's not bad.
Yeah, not bad at all. Jump into costumes. Pretty basic costumes. It was just police uniforms.
Yeah, that or a shirt and tie.
Yeah. Pretty laid back, but I think everything worked for the area, like where they were at and everything. I don't think anyone felt really out of place. So I honestly, I don't have too much to say about costumes.
No, I don't either. I mean, what they needed to do, they did it well, so.
Yeah. So costumes is sitting at a 7 as well. So that brings us to our own personal grade. So Rose, you want to take this one away?
I would love to. So like I said earlier, I didn't think that they would be able to pull off a spin-off from the Saw franchise, but they did it very, very well. Chris Rock is honestly at his best in this movie, even being having to be dramatic. He does a great job. The traps are very well utilized, and they're a bloody good time. I had a really, really good time with this one, and I can't wait to see where they take the Saw franchise after this one. So I'm gonna go a solid 80.
Nice. That's actually a little bit higher than I would have given it. And I thought that I enjoyed this more than you.
Oh. I got a soft spot for Saw, man.
Yeah, it seems like it. But yeah, I also really enjoyed this movie. It was good, but like I said, it was predictable. And for someone that likes those twists and those just crazy reveals, it did get me back. Like, when they were doing the whole reveal, I'm just like, okay, like, you can end the movie now. But then when it was like they were doing like the crazy, like you said, hyping the ending up to 11 with the score and just going freaking hog wild on it, like that got me freaking back into it. And like just loving the ending. Like I left and I was just like, I freaking loved it. But like after some reflection, I'm like, I actually just really like the ending. And Chris Rock was good too. But I really, really enjoyed this movie. I miss Saw movies. Like after this movie and after this breakdown, I want to go back and rewatch all the Saw movies.
Yes.
Yeah, they were just so good. But I am sitting a couple points below. I'm actually sitting at a 78.
Hell yeah, I like it.
Yeah, so that averages us out to a 79 or for our personal grade. And with that, our final All Bros letter grade for Spiral is a B-.
Nice.
Yeah, not bad. Let's see, compared to some other B- movies, this is on a little bit of the lower end. So it is sitting below. Ooh, actually, it's tied exactly with The War with Grandpa.
Oh shit. Wow.
Yeah, actually, it's tied with a couple movies.
Damn.
Yeah, so it's tied with The War with Grandpa and Rogue One.
All right. Okay.
So The War with Grandpa is a little bit harder for me to like compare the two.
Yeah.
But if you throw you liked Spiral as much as you liked Rogue One, like that tracks.
Yeah, I can definitely agree with that.
Yeah, so Spiral is sitting at an 81.93. And so, yeah, War with Grandpa and Rogue One are also sitting at an 81.93. But yeah, those movies are below It Chapter 2, which is sitting at an 81.9. Magnificent Seven, which is sitting at an 82.1. Let's Be Cops, which is sitting at an 82.3. And The Umbra short film, which is sitting at an 82.4.
Very nice.
And then Spiral is above Holiday in Handcuffs, which is sitting at an 81.7.
Sorry, Jason.
Yeah. It's sitting above Birds of Prey, which is sitting at an 81.75. So Holiday in Handcuffs is 81.78, and then Birds of Prey is 81.75.
Okay.
It's also above Late Night, which is sitting at an 81.37. It's also above Deadpool 2, which is sitting at an 81.08. And then lastly, it is above the Banana Splits movie, which is sitting at an 80.91.
Not too shabby. Not too shabby at all.
Not too bad. Yeah, I think it has a pretty decent home. The only one that's like surprises me a little bit is Deadpool 2. But I mean, I get it when I think about it.
Yeah, fair. Yeah.
But yeah, it's sitting. It has a pretty decent home. So we have 17 B- movies, and out of the 17, Spiral ranks number 10.
That's not bad.
Yeah, not bad at all. Like I said, I think it has a good home. So with that, I believe that concludes this week's breakdown.
I'd say so.
Yeah. So, if you guys like this episode, want to check out more of our stuff, be sure to follow and subscribe to us wherever you listen to podcasts. We are damn near everywhere. You can also catch all of our episodes on YouTube. You can also follow us on social media if you want to DM us with episode ideas, want to answer our question of the week, or if you want to join us for an episode. We would love to have anyone on. We are on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at The Allbros. You could also email us at theallbroschannel@gmail.com, or go to our website, tinyurl.com/theallbros, where you can find links to everything that we do. Yeah, but next week we will be breaking down the newest Pixar movie, Luca. It's Pixar, right?
Yeah, it's Pixar.
Okay, you were giving me funny looks. I thought I was wrong.
Oh, no, you're good. I mean, honestly, the way that the humans are drawn in this, you could have fooled me. But not saying that's a bad thing. But
yeah, so Luca's available on Disney Plus for anyone who's subscribed to it, so definitely go give it a listen. It is, spoiler alert, really good.
I mean, I wouldn't know. I haven't watched it yet. So
yeah. But
that'd be really funny if he loved it and I hated it. It'd be really funny.
Dude, how funny would that be?
That would be. But it's very rare that I hate a Pixar movie, so it's probably not going to happen.
Yeah. I would put this, compared to some other Pixar movies, I would put this somewhere around Cars.
Okay, I like that. Because I always feel Cars gets too much hate.
Yeah, it's a good one.
Okay.
But
right.
You guys can listen to our thoughts on that next week when we break it down.
Yeah.
And until then, this has been the All Bros Podcast. I'm Caleb.
And I'm Jonathan.
And we'll catch you guys next week. Deuces.
So long.
Not bad.
Thank you.